Okay, hey you guys, today, happy World Book Day. It's so exciting that today is World Book Day. Okay, so my favorite day of the year. I have chosen a few books here, and they're getting quite heavy actually, for my World Book Day book haul. So these are the books. I know I did a to be read TBR list 2019, but that was one book a month, and seriously, I'm going to be able to read a few more books than one a month. So I'm slowly working through a few other books every month as well. So this probably will take me till late April perhaps or so. So the books that I have listed here for you is, I'm going to put it here now for you. So it's The Night Circus from Erin Morgenstern, if that's how you say it, perhaps. So that one I'm going to read. I've heard so much about this book. So many people have read it and liked it. It's been on my shelf for probably 4 years now. I wanted to get around to it, but just now, I don't know, I just didn't want to pick it up. I don't know. Maybe it's because I've heard so much about it and I'm worried I'm going to get disappointed when I read it. So it's sort of leaving the goodies for later because you don't want to eat it right now, sort of thing. So yeah, it's a girl. It starts out with a girl in the circus, and she has some abilities, and that's sort of actually only the thing I know about it. So breathtaking, it says, dazzling, enchanting, night circus. So that one, number one, that's what I'm going to read. Then I want to get to this as well, which I've also had. Oh, it's all dusty and everything. I've had it in my bookshelf for quite some time. So this is obviously Philip Pullman's series, his Dark Materials, and it's obviously, as everyone knows, the series. Apparently I did it, well, I knew it a few years ago back, and now I want to kind of get into it. But it's the Subtle Knife, the Amber Spyglass, and the Northern Lights. And people say that these are young adult, I think, but good. Apparently very well written. So there's probably going to be an educational journey as well as entertaining. So I will be going through those as well. And then I went to the library in Gibraltar, and I'm sorry, but I thought that there would be, you know, books from long ago, and I did not know that they were going to have such an updated register as they do with books, titles that you know, is the latest. So I was so excited. I will be going back to the library probably every 2 weeks to get some new books. So what they had, which I borrowed, was The Way of Kings with Brandon Sanderson, which really doesn't need any introduction, from the Stormlight Archives book. This is book 1, and this is actually part 2. So I will be reading that and catching up on the story as well. In probably this one is going to be one of the first ones, because I'm very excited to see what happens in this one. So that as well. And I also borrowed from the library Six of Crows. I saw this book in a YouTube interview earlier this year, and apparently it had amazing reviews, and it's about Cass Breaker, that I think some few bad things are going to happen to him. But that's also, I sort of don't really know so much about it. I picked it up because I know I've heard the name, and that it was really good, and that it was a fantasy beyond describable measures, apparently. 6 dangerous outcast, 1 impossible haste, 6 of Crows. So this is a twisty and elegantly crafted masterpiece that thrilled me from beginning to end, from Holly Black. So Holly Black, obviously, she has The Cruel Prince and The Wicked King out just recently, which I will be getting to as well, but probably not before the end of April. They did not have those in the library. I did check. They did have one other book from her, which I probably will get to later as well, but so those I probably will have to get to my Kindle. So anyway, Six of Crows, we'll be reading that very soon as well. And ta-da! I have been wanting to read this for a while, but The Hobbit, but because of obviously them being on film, I haven't really prioritized it, but now I saw it, and I saw this gorgeous edition as well. So this book, I don't know if you can see it. There we go. It's like gold, not gold plated, but it has a lot of nice scribbles on it. And if you look inside the book as well, you can see that they have really, really, really nice pictures that's been illustrated there. So I'm really looking forward to reading this and getting into the nitty-gritty of the story, because as I've heard, there are parts of the Lord of the Rings stories that's been left out in the films compared to the books. So I would like to catch up to see what else is in this story, because obviously this is one of my favorite films to be watching. And yeah, so I will be looking for... I actually have started reading this a little bit. I think I'm 23 pages in. And so far, I have to say, I do like the style of writing. It's the old tale style. But they also do one thing which I do not really like, which is they put brackets, parentheses around when they're talking to the actual reader. And that's nothing I'm fond of. I like to be in the story, not to be thrown back to know that, oh, you're actually a reader here. The same with films, when the actors in the films talk out to the audience instead of being in the film. I don't know. I just don't like when they do that. So illustrated here by Alan Leigh. So anyway, really excited about that version as well, to read that book, and then I'm gonna be following on with the rest of the story, obviously. So yeah, all of these books, and this as well came from the library, so all of these books I will be doing individual reviews of when I've read them, but I wanted to show you what I've picked up, because obviously I want to inspire reading when today is World Book Day, and hopefully you all get inspired, you all read a lot, you tell me what you think about all the books that I review, and just have an awesome day. And dress up as something really nice. Okay then, perfect. Thank you very much. Whatever you want to comment section below. Like, thumbs up, subscribe as always. Perfect. Thank you very much for viewing. Bye.